Hi, everybody. This is Teacher Terrence, and welcome to today's session in adding within 100. And this is a first grade lesson. It focuses on adding numbers within the 100 frame. Before we do that, we have a little warm up that we're going to start with. And the first problem that we're going to be doing for our warm up is a problem which uses the greater than, less than, or equal to. So it's kind of a recap of a skill that we would be working on leading into this lesson, just to understand numbers and values of numbers and which numbers are bigger and which numbers are smaller, and how we line up the numbers in an equation or in a math problem. So in this particular example, we have 94 on the left side of our box and 41 on the right side of our box. And it says, which symbol would we use in the middle here in our box? Would we use the greater than symbol, the less than symbol, or the equal to symbol? Okay. So which one do you think we would use, guys? Yes, we'd use the greater than symbol. So that's this symbol here. Okay, and that symbolizes that 94 is the larger number. So 94 is greater than 41. Sometimes we'll say that the alligator's mouth is eating the bigger number. So it's eating the 94 because that's the bigger number. And the mouth of the alligator is open, so it's eating the bigger number. And that's one way that we can look at that. Okay? So that's the first example. Now, as we go into our next one, we're going to kind of think of things from two different perspectives. We have a conceptual perspective, and we have a goal for that, and a performance perspective, and we have a goal for that one as well. So we want to understand, for our conceptual goal, we want to understand when adding two-digit numbers that you can use your understanding of place value to add ones and tens to tens. Okay, so ones to ones and tens to tens. Okay, and our performance goal says that I can add one and two-digit numbers within 100 and show my understanding of place value. Okay, so that's what our goal is. That's what we're going to focus on for our performance goal for today. So let's jump ahead and let's go into our first problem today, our first true problem for today that we're going to focus on, and that is this one here, 2718. And I want you to kind of take a look at this problem and tell me what you notice about this problem. There's a sign that's here. Okay, and what sign is this? Correct, it's an addition sign. An addition tells us that we're going to do what with those two numbers? We're going to put them together. Yes, we're going to put them together. Okay, so we're going to put 27 with 18. We're going to put them together. We're going to add them up. Okay, and I'm going to give you 1 minute to add these two numbers up. And I'm going to put in a 1 minute timer. And when the timer goes off, we're going to come back and we're going to see how you did with this one. Okay, so 1 minute timer, and we're going to get it rocking and rolling here, guys. And we're going to go. Okay, so we have about 30 seconds left. I think you guys are just about finished. So we're going to stop our timer here. Looks like everybody's kind of finishing up with theirs. Okay. So I'm going to ask you a couple questions about this. I want to ask you which numbers are in the ones place? Which numbers are in the ones place? The 7 and the 8, correct. And which numbers are in the tens place? The 2 and the 1, correct. So let's start with the ones place and let's add those two numbers up. So 7 plus 8. 7 plus 8 is 15, okay? Good. So there we can put a 5 there, good. Okay. And carry my 1, good. And then 2 plus 1 is 3. Plus the other 1 makes 4. Okay, so our final answer is 45. And some of the things that we did for this one, let's recap some of the steps that we did. So we identified the numbers in the ones place. And added them. Next, we added all of the numbers in the tens place. Okay? So that would be one of the ways that we did this problem to get the correct answer. Okay? So good for you guys. You did a great job with that one. And let's move on to the next one. Okay? So this one is another one where I'm going to ask you very similar questions. What did you notice about this one in terms of place value? What digits are the 1 and the 8 in? Or what place value are the 1 and the 8 in? They're in the ones place, yes. And what place value are the 6 and the 3 in? They're in the tens place. You are correct. Okay, good. So let's take a look at those and let's see what we come up with when we put that all together and we start adding them up. So if we add these up, okay, we're going to be able to have our answer here. Okay, so I'm going to put my answer here. I'm going to write it just below, right here in this space here. Okay, so I'm going to have 1 plus 8, and that's going to be 9. Good. And then 6 plus 3 is also 9. Good. And our answer is 99. Now, the questions are a little bit different this time around. It's what do you know? Okay, so what do we know about this one? Okay, and for this, I'm going to use a text box here. What do we know about this one? There is a ones place. Good. And let's add another text box. Let's put one here. There is a tens place. Good. We know that we are adding the numbers. Good. Okay. Because we have that addition sign there, it's telling us that we're adding the numbers. What do you wonder? So what do you wonder? I wonder if I could get the same answer if I placed the smaller number on top. Of the larger number. That's a good point. I wonder if I'd get the same answer if I placed a smaller number on top of the larger number. That's a good point. So that would be an I wonder question there. Okay. And we had ran out of space there, so we had to add a little bit more in one of the boxes. So we kind of overlapped a little bit, so to speak. That's okay. And that would be one of the questions that we'd want to ask is how do we figure that out? Okay, let's flip them around and see if 38 plus 61 is the same thing as 61 plus 38. Okay, and there's a rule for that. It's called the additive inverse rule. And that rule says that in addition, if you flip the numbers around, you get the same answer. So yes, according to the rule, you would get the same answer. Okay, so wonderful job there. So that was our lesson for today. And you guys did a fantastic job with the lesson. And wonderful, wonderful work today. Hard work on the addition problems in the 100 family. Keep up the great work, and we'll see you next time.